Welcome back, guys. We're back in Defiance. This time I have a friend playing with me. I'm actually dubbing over our original conversation because we were Skyping and the voice chatting game was not working really well at all. So we decided to Skype instead, and trying to record Skype stuff is, well, not the easiest. It would require me to faff quite a lot. So yeah, anyway, we're basically back where I left off, but my friend's just come to meet me with some terrible driving. At this time I was asking him, did that guy just steal your runner? Because he said you can get runners, so I was just like, oh wow, I don't have one yet. And then I tried to steal his, and he's like, no, only I can ride that. I was like, no, how dare you, I want one. He said, well, we've got to do some missions, so yeah, so I head off to the main mission, the one I need to go to, the next one. So yeah, you've not missed anything since the last video. This isn't live commentary, obviously, as I said, sadly, so yeah, I've just dubbed this over, and it'll be the same for the next few vids. I'm hoping if they get in-game chat to work properly, that when the game is launched, I'll be able to do live commentary and stuff, and you'll be able to hear my teammates if they give me permission to record their voices anyway. Yeah, so hopefully they'll have sorted it by by launch next week. Anyway, so we're off to the next quest, well, mission. Yeah, it's my friend Toastrak, or Banhammer as his in-game name is. Still getting used to the weaponry and overcharge as it is. I have tested out, I ended up playing yesterday for about 6 hours, so I've tested out, you'll see, about 8 videos roughly. Tested out a fair amount of the main missions, and overcharge itself as a skill. I've done it a fair amount, so you'll be able to get a good idea of the game. Anyway, there's plenty yet for me that I really wanted to try, but sadly I didn't have enough time to do so before the beta ended. Yeah, so let's get on with it. Let's head on over. My friend is a machinist, by the way, and he has cloak as his main power. So you'll see him cloak a lot and run away and stuff. Alright. I love the music in this game. You might not be able to hear it very well because obviously I tend to turn the music and sound effects down, otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me. Although some people say that's not a bad thing. No point doing commentary though if you can't hear me. But yeah, the music's beautiful. It's very ambient, and the sound effects are really good. You know, I was moaning about the graphics, but actually they've done the sound and stuff really well. Alright, here finally we've reached Ego. Talk to me, lady. Navigate through the disarray of the New Freedom crash.
We need to find out if Mr. Von Bach survived.
I'm picking up signals from a couple of nearby evac seats. Fingers crossed that one of them belongs to Mr. Von Bach.
Why is the voice different? I'm just wondering if, because in some cutscenes they've left out the actual lines that they're supposed to be said, and sound effects and stuff. I'm wondering if they've changed the voice, like literally it's just a filler voice in some parts, and they're going to add in the real voice, the final voice, in a bit, because there's two different actors playing Ego, and it's just like, why is the voice different? It's very confusing.
This evac seat is empty. I hope whoever was in there is still alive. Somewhere.
See, that's a different voice. And there's the other voice that I think is Sarah's voice actor from Final Fantasy 13. Can't remember her name offhand, so I'm sure someone will tell me. Yeah, and then there's that one, and it's like, what the hell? Why would you have two different voices, Ego? You're confusing me. Alright, let's just have a quick look. No, I've got nothing new. I was just checking to see if I had any other secondary weapons, but I don't at this stage. I don't know why, but I love the sound of reloading weapons when they do it right, like that clicking noise as the clip goes in the gun. It's really good in this game. I was just like, oh, I love that noise. Ooh, cutscene.
We're really lucky to be alive. The crash is horrifying.
Yeah, what impresses me actually is the loading times between areas. At the moment everything loads really fast. Cutscenes, you know, in between the loading is pretty fast as well. Everything's fairly seamless, so they've done it pretty well. Even this is beta, and of course there's still loads of bugs. I ran into quite a few glitches and stuff, but you know, that's impressive, and I hope that only improves, you know.
Oh no. This person didn't make it out alive. I'm detecting a fading ego signal, which means this person must have been a fellow Ark Hunter. It doesn't look like Mr. Von Bach is in any of these evac seats, but I'm receiving several SOS transmissions through my direct frequency. One of them has to be Mr. Von Bach. Let's hurry and check them out.
Yeah, and also the lines are different from the subtitles as well, which is quite funny. Oh, this guy, he's shooting at us like he did what I did. He's trying to shoot us. I don't know if he thinks we're mutants or something. It's quite possible. It's just like, why is he shooting me? God damn it.
This expedition is in serious jeopardy if we fail to find Mr. Von Bach. He's the only one with the knowledge to unlock the secrets of the Ark Core.
Yeah, it amused me greatly. I was like, someone's shooting at me. The hell's he doing? Yeah, so we're at the crash crash site now. Get the bodies. See if any are Mr. Von Bach.
My DNA scan says this is not Mr. Von Bach, but VBI employee number 130. That's not good. She was extremely important to this expedition.
Lovely scorched bodies. Awesome.
The mutants are attacking the crash survivors. We can help, but we have to stay focused on finding Mr. Von Bach.
If
My DNA scan reveals
shut up,
he was one of Mr. Von Bach's employees, but not the man himself. We really need to find him.
If someone else is doing the same quest as you in the vicinity, you actually, so like if they picked up the body before you, for instance, it would complete on your quest as well, which is really funny, which is nice actually in a way. It saves you, you know, you can help each other out quite a lot if there's a few people around.
We may have lost everyone.
Yeah, we were trying to figure it out, my friend and I, and we were like, what the hell? Because he was slightly ahead of me at this point. If you've noticed, his level is quite a bit higher than mine. He was like a couple of missions ahead, so none of it shows up, sadly. Like, it's really annoying, unlike say Borderlands, where you select whoever's the leader selects a mission and that's the mission you do and it shows up, you get all the cutscenes and stuff as well. If you don't, you literally just, in this game, you just see nothing, you don't hear anything.
This is not Mr. Von Bach, but employee number 445. This is very bad. Whether Mr. Von Bach is alive or dead, it doesn't appear he's near the crash site. I think we're going to need some assistance finding him.
I'm receiving an SOS from Captain Grant now. I'll patch it through.
Another voice.
Repeat. All unarmed and injured survivors, you can cover and stay put. We will find you. All combat-capable survivors, report to the emergency HQ at the New Freedom Rally Point. ASAP.
Hey, Ark Hunter. Did you get that EREP message? Meet me at the rally point.
Yeah, so sadly, if someone gets ahead of you, like you're trying to play with a friend and they're miles ahead of you, that friend would have to sit, they wouldn't be able to do any of the missions again, they wouldn't be able to see any of it. They'd literally just have to follow you around, not knowing where to go. They wouldn't see any of the markers on the screen, or anything, and I think that's a shame, a real shame. And there is a danger if you're trying to play with your friends and you play more than they do, or vice versa, that people will get left behind. And you know, I think that's sad, and I hope they can find a way to fix that, or at least change it a little bit. By the way, those are arc falls, the red things on the map. As you get nearer to them, you see where the meter sign is going down, how many meters you are away from something. As you get nearer to them, it'll tell you, have a little directional marker and tell you how far away you are from them. So you can find arc falls. They pop up in certain places. Cutscene again. I'll tell you more about arc falls in a minute.
Repeat, the New Freedom is going down. Heavy casualties suffered. Does anyone copy? Captain Grant, sir. The terraforming interference
Keep trying, Corporal. You keep talking to that thing until your voice gives out. Do you understand?
Sir.
I recognize you. You're one of Von Bach's archives. But who are you? And what are you doing in my base of operations?
Name's Cass. Wait. Did you just say Von Bach? As in Von Bach Industries? The dude they call Death's Merchant? What exactly is going on
It's
here?
none of your concern, miss.
Sir, we have at least 200 confirmed dead, and nearly twice that injured. With no chance of evac, we don't have nearly enough medical personnel or supplies, sir.
Recon spotted a rundown medical center nearby. Send one of your men to shake it down for supplies.
Yes, sir.
Sir, hostiles on the ridge are sniping the rescue team. Unless they can get into the strato in the next 35 minutes. Sir, survivors on decks 4 through 7 will likely burn alive.
That will not happen, Sergeant. Pull everyone back, but you tell those men trapped on the strato that we will get them out.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Eisenhower. Those snipers used to be EMC. Just a bunch of bloodthirsty mutants now.
You're telling me that those things are Earth Military Coalition soldiers?
Yup. Apparently they didn't get the memo when that gig fell apart 12 years ago. They think you're invading.
How do you know all this?
There's a lot of old EMC junk around here, the least of which is Project...
Project Tranquility. I know all about it.
Humans and Votans living in perfect harmony. What a bunch of stuff.
Tranquility wasn't a combat operation. The mutants wouldn't have access to firepower capable of taking down a stratocarrier.
Nope. You're on your own with that mystery.
You. Listen. No matter how much it pisses me off, protecting your arrogant boss is critical to this mission. If you help me bring some sanity to this mess, we can work together to find him. Alright then. I need to get my rescue team into New Freedom immediately, so take care of those snipers. Where do you think you're going, miss? You're gonna tell me everything you know about this restricted area that you've been wandering around illegally.
Scruggin' ear rip.
I apologize for the ugliness of my character. I keep looking at her thinking, wow, she's really ugly. I'll make a better one come launch. Anyway, yeah, you get feedback, by the way. You can give him feedback. I quite like that last mission. Did what it needed to. Oh, of course you know. First video. Yeah, they have colors like Borderlands, green, blue, and there's like, I think there's like a really orange glow kind of thing for really awesome weapons. Yeah, you'll see one later. Anyway, about arc falls. They spawn in random places, however, in the same places, if you will. So there's designated spots where they spawn on the map, and you'll get to know them over time. So once one's gone, it'll disappear for a while, but then eventually it'll respawn in the same spot. But you don't know which one's going to spawn first, of course, so that's good. So they are kind of random. Alright, Earth Republic. Rescue team is being picked up by snipers. It's the ridge. Take them out. The rescue team can access the New Freedom wreckage. So I'm going to head up to the ridge and take out these mutant snipers. They're pretty nasty. They've got laser sights on their weapons. So I'm going to be careful. I was just like, how do we get up there? My friend said this way, so I was like, oh yeah, there's path. It's like, yes. So So yeah, running up the side of here. My friend, he's like, shows me a few things, ways to go, because he's done these missions. So anyway, run up the ridge. Yeah, so ARC-falls are good. In beta, the rewards were disabled, sadly, so we were like, why is there no rewards? We've got like the top 2 ranks and there's no rewards. And that's why I was informed by a friend that they disabled the rewards for beta. So I think you get items and stuff come launch. At the moment, you just get script, which is currency, and XP. So, right, let's kick some ass. Let's get the ammo caches, sabotage them. Okay, we can do that. Screw you guys. Alright, gotta go to that one. Where's that guy? There he is. See, you got the laser sight. Look at it, man. They don't really fire when they're up close. It's kind of funny. See, I mean, they do, but they miss as well, obviously, because it's hard to snipe up close. So if you can run up close to him, they die pretty fast, especially with overcharge. Hey, don't run around there. Come back. And now I have no ammo. This cutscene has no sound, by the way. It's just like, it's like sound effect, distant explosion, boss stinger. So, and it replays twice as well, which is quite funny. Yeah, there are moments like this still in the game. Of course, it's not finished. So it just made me laugh. You had to listen to it, well, watch it twice. And then it glitches out as well, just to make matters worse. All the enemies disappear after this. So me and Banhammer are running around, going, okay, where's, yeah, see, we hear them, but we don't see them. So I was like, where the hell is the enemy gone? And yeah, my friend was the same. Well, Toastwreck, Mr. Toastwreck, Banhammer. He was like, yeah, I can't see anything either. So we're running around, going. I was just trying to see if I could reset the quest anywhere, because Toastwreck had told me there is a way, I think, to quit the mission. So I try that in a minute. I go into the menu and I'm like, okay, how do I quit a mission to see if I can restart it and so it's not glitchy. Yeah, here we go. I'm just like, right, oh, can't see anything there. So then he tells me about the wheel. I get the wheel to bring up the wheel, and I'm looking through it and I can't see anything that might be useful. I think there is a way. I never found that out, as it happens. I have a feeling you go into settings possibly and it might be in there, but I come out the menu and look, everything's there now. Plus there's someone else coming to do the same quest, and sometimes if someone else activates the quest, it then respawns everything for you, which is nice. And stuff does just keep respawning. So I ran out of ammo for my rifle though, so I'm gonna use this piddly frickin' pistol. So I'm saying to Toastwreck, I'm like, where the hell is there an ammo cache around here? Can we look out for an ammo cache, please? And he's just like, I have no idea. And then he said, I think there's one back here. So he's running. That's right. I'm following him round, but he still can't find any. So I'm looking there, and I'm just like, oh, screw it. And then the frickin' grenadier guy, you know, the sergeant, whatever he's called, marine dude, he's throwing grenades at me, and I'm like, no, I've got a crappy pistol to try and fight him off. Even with overcharge on it, it's still pretty shit. And look, there he goes. Toastwreck said to me, look, here's an ammo cache. So I was like, oh, finally, thank God. So yes. I don't like the fact that it takes so long to get ammo. Instead of just clicking on it, like I was trying to do then, you have to hold square down and it takes ages. It's like, geez, is that necessary when you're in a firefight and you're trying to get ammo? The last thing you want is have to wait like 10 seconds just to pick some up. Anyway, so yeah, I come back and shoot this guy in the face. And the head, and ow, that's a grenade to the face. I'm running away, no. I was like, come on, Shields, come back. And then I take him out. He dropped some nice stuff actually. Well, nice stuff at this part. He dropped a shield. I didn't know what half of this stuff was actually at the time. I was just like, what's this rhino thing? All these symbols, and I'm nearly dying again. Yeah, you do die a fair amount, particularly as the missions go on, because they get harder. So, yeah, I die a few times. When you die, you can self-revive as well actually, for one time, and then you've got to wait until the cooldown's finished until you can self-revive again. But when you die for real, you just lose a bit of script. I don't know if it goes like Borderlands where the amount of script you have depends on the amount it's taken, so if you have more you get more taken away, or if it's just level based. I don't know. Didn't really figure that out. I didn't pay that much attention to it, to be honest.
Area secure.
Anyway, so excuse me, my voice is weird. This is bad.
They're heading into the New Freedom now.
Looks like you convinced Grant that us Ark Hunters can actually help out here. He said you can take one of the runners to get around. Pick it up at HQ on your way down. Otherwise, you're gonna need sturdier boots and a lot more guns.
Yeah, so now this is where you get your runner, so I've got to go back to the command center and pick it up. Hey, I'm so happy. And I think I just jump off here. Wah! You can't die as well, you don't take full damage. That's cool. Noticed Ego's voice changed again. It's confusing. Yeah, so yeah, when you die, it's not a big deal. I'm sure I'll figure out how much script's taken off you based on how much you have. I get a few thousand later on, and I still didn't notice. I might actually notice the more I watch my own videos, because when you're playing, you're in a firefight and stuff, and you die, it's like, well, you're not really gonna notice when you're actually playing. So, alright, give me my runner, bitch. Yeah, there it is. So you press up on the D-pad, and it calls it. It takes, oh, okay, feedback. Let's give it a 9, because it was glitchy. It was enjoyable, but still glitched there. I'm quite generous with my feedback. Toastrat gave that one like a 2 or something, because it was, or a 3, because it was really glitchy. He wasn't happy, but I was just like, yeah, but I like it. Oh, and then he disappears. He had to leave. Oh, that's right, yeah, because the quest was screwed up and it wasn't showing up in his match. He had to leave again, so I had to re-invite him to the game. Anyway, so the runner, you summon it by pressing up on the D-pad, and it appears, but it takes some time. It takes a good 10 seconds to load, which kind of annoying in a way, but you know, just the way it is. Anyway, this is a vendor, so you can buy like special items a la Borderlands. Again, I'm going to keep saying that a lot because there's a lot of similarities. You can buy headgear. I don't know if that actually adds to your armor. I didn't actually end up getting any and didn't have enough time to test that. You can buy new vehicles, you can buy weapons, you can later on you can also buy like mod sphere guns, so increased accuracy, damage and whatever, which is cool. We do find a vendor that sells that later. I think vendors, depending where they are in the maps, sell different things from what I could figure out anyway. Yeah, I need to re-invite him again. This is really clunky, trying to invite anyone into a group and then into your game. What happens is, if you don't put them in a group first, don't invite them to a group and trying just to invite them into the game, it doesn't like it. But then if you invite them into a group, they don't end up in your game without you actually having to invite them. So you have to do two things. You have to first put them in a group, then you have to go into the social bit on the scrolly wheel and click invite to game. Otherwise they end up on a different server or in a different game completely, so you're running around for ages trying to find your friend. It's like, why doesn't this work? It is really, really clunky, and I think the devs are aware of that. The problems people have put on the forums, how annoying that is. It takes forever to just get someone in a freaking game when, you know, if you lag out or whatever. So yeah, I think they're aware of that, which is a good thing. So hopefully they'll fix that, or at least improve that for launch. Yeah, see, you gotta go into the social. I clicked matchmaking. I wanted to see what that was, just quickly. That you can play different like dungeons, kinda. There's co-op missions and a shadow war, which is like 2 teams. You've got to dominate areas on the map. Bit like, from what my friends have said, a bit like if you've played Unreal Tournament 2004, the Onslaught maps, or Domination, of course. And then there's competitive stuff where presumably you just beat the crap out of each other. Raid the medicine cabinet. So we're gonna go to get the medicine supplies from the medical center, and we've got to help out the team, help them pick him up.
I'm picking up a distress signal. It's from the Earth Republic. Captain Grant's men are in trouble. We better help.
So yeah, off we go. I think this is the first time I actually try the run around. Oh no, it's not, because it's just I can't remember. My friend's already over. Oh no, he's not. Well, I said to him, actually, he was still up on the mountain on the ridge with the last mission. So I said, well, I've got to head that way anyway for the quest, so I'll meet you there. I'll meet you on the way. So I think he like jumps down here and it's like, ta-da! I can't remember if I hop on my runner or not at this point. Possibly. Yes, I do. Oh my god. It's so funny. They're really, really hard to handle. They are just really bad. And I didn't know how to drive it, so I was like, how the hell do you drive this thing? How do you go forward? It's R2 to go forward and L2 to reverse. There's no brake, I don't think. I think you just have to use L2 to sort of handbrake. And to turn, you use the left stick. Right stick moves the camera. It is really, really bad. As you can see, it's not the easiest. You can do some pretty badass stunts. I do some good ones later on that you'll see. I also have a habit of parking in really bad spots. Oh no, laggy map. That's the worst thing. You open the map up and it doesn't load up for ages. That's happened a few times. Anyway, so the runners are funny. I quite like my runner though. Crap handling, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. You'll see me. Oh, there's a boost on it, by the way, if you press X. What is X on the PS3? Then you can boost for a little while. So it makes you go pretty fast. Just don't do it on corners. You go flying off the map. Alright, so we'll just duck down behind these crates and try and take out these riflemen. I got that one.
We've got hostile mutants moving in from the north.
And Ego will tell you where the mutants move into normally. She can pick up their life signals, if you will, the DNA. And here's a new enemy, a cleaver, a mutant cleaver. They are a bit like a psycho in Borderlands. They basically have big meat cleavers and hit you in the face. They can also have elements on them, what I noticed. If you get hit by those, you die almost instantaneously. So they are pretty nasty things, and they're really fast as well. They run really, really fast. Try and run away from them, they'll just chase you and chase you and chase you. So, apparently drops will increase as well come launch. The amount of script and items and stuff dropped by enemies will increase, because at the moment there's not that much. Something I don't think they really needed to test that much. This is an ammo cache here. Anyway, so loads more cleavers come in. Loads more riflemen. There's plenty of cover around, and by the way, to use cover, you Press circle to squat down. You can also roll if you double tap circle as well. Then you can roll. You can roll forward, or I think you can roll sideways, but I don't think you can roll backwards. So, it's your basic controls anyway. So yeah, I tend to... I do squat down a bit, but I use the right hand advantage. If you've played shooters, you'll know about that. Always use that, because obviously it's much easier. The enemy can't shoot you, but you can shoot them. Shot the barrel! Shot him off. Toast right just went poof. His gun, I think he's got an elemental gun. Makes like an electric element, shock element. So it's pretty powerful.
Thanks for the assist. We'll get this truck running and meet you at the medical clinic.
Okay then, let's go to the medical clinic. Somehow they end up there, I think, before us. They just teleport there. It's funny. I'm sorry for my voice, by the way. It's kind of pretty bad today. It was fine not long ago, but it's just got worse. So yeah, I think because I've been sick lately. Alright, let's get on my runner. Let's get going. Alright, so get it back on the main road and head up that way. I don't think it's too far away. No, it's not too far. Oh, as you're driving around, you'll have little sort of mini missions. They appear, side missions, so they're little orange things. Not the star, because that's your main mission. Oh.
These tests of skill will allow you to compare your performance with other archives.
There you go, Ego's just said. You can have side missions, there's challenge, there's time trials, there's all sorts of things.
The mutants have set up a roadblock. We need to take them out.
And even as you're just driving around, there'll be like little mini things where you've got to help out squad members, what they call EMD guys or EMC guys, whatever yeah, that's it, the ER guys. Republic guy. Yeah, if you help them out, you get like bits of experience and script and stuff, which is cool. So they just appear all over the map, so you can just be running somewhere and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, should we help these guys out, or let's revive this downed guy. And it's cool, you know, it is really good just to be able to constantly have things happening and constant things to do. So, you know, if you're waiting around for a friend or something, go and do a quick mission, because they don't last very long. And certainly the beginning, most of things can be done on your own anyway, although it does help to have a friend. Oh, I don't know what Toastrat was doing. He was... I can't remember what he was doing at this point. He was just faffing. He was a vendor, or he was just fighting some mutants by himself. And I don't know if he dies and then like just had to respawn. Anyway, he comes now.
The medics need to cross this bridge to reach the clinic. We need to disarm the explosives before the mutants bring it down.
And I said to him over Skype, I was like, right, well, how do we get to the explosives? Do you just jump in the water? He said, yeah, follow me. So he's running to meet me now. He's here. And if you run down here, see, laggy map, takes ages. So yeah, it's just right underneath the bridge. There's they're on the supports, the explosives basically. So I come to meet Toastrak, and he jumps over here and to show me in the water. Big splash. Eee, splash. You can swim. You can sort of do faster swim as well by pressing the sprint button as well, just so you know. L3 in my case. Yeah. So these devices, there they go, they flash on the wall, so you just go up to them, activate them. There's 4 of them.
Target neutralized.
At this point I couldn't actually see what I was doing very well because the sun had come out on my TV and it had gone dark in the game, so I was like, I can't see anything. I'm swimming around the supports and I was just like, I need to close the curtains, but I didn't, I just did it anyway.
Target neutralized.
And then after this vid I managed to, in between it, close the curtains and stuff and make it better.
Target neutralized.
Nothing worse than, and then we not even had sun for days here, and then it just appears out of nowhere when I'm trying to play a game. Typical.
Target neutralized.
Yeah. So.
The explosives are disarmed. Disaster averted. Now let's meet up with the medics at the
Anyway, I asked Tosrak how to get out of here. And he said there's a ladder, so head over to the ladder. So anyway, after I got the ladder, I end it here. I'm gonna end it here now, so yeah, please like and subscribe, and I really hope you're enjoying this series. It is definitely worth a watch, and I really hope you pick it up, because it is a great game. And it's only gonna get better. Yeah, so this is Claz 19, out.